Hello, everybody. My silly light is shining onto that up there. Wanted to do a stream. I have been asked by Iron Firehorse to join in on Valerie Reese's Black Friday charity live stream. So I'm going to tell you a bit about it, and that's going to be next Friday. I'm on at 3 o'clock. I put the schedule. The goal is to have as many people go to as many of the live streams or premieres and watching each of those channels all through the day. And if anybody can donate to the charity, the link is below. And if not, to also just to support those channels. So I said here. So Valerie Reese, her channel is she does a lot of charity work and volunteer work, and she has set up a fundraiser for Providence UMC missions. And the goal here, I'll read the thing. The link is right below. I'll put it also in the chat too. This is the link. Let's get to the right thing. Hey Amanda, how's it going? I've been asked to join in with a bunch of other YouTubers next Friday to do live stream. I'm at 3 o'clock next Friday. But there's other ones. There's a whole list of them from about 7 o'clock in the morning to like 1 o'clock next morning of doing fundraiser live streams for that charity. Hey, Iron Fire Horse. I was just talking about that charity. Iron Fire Horse is also on that schedule. Where is that schedule I put there? Okay, I'll go back here. The lineup. Iron Fire Horse is at 10 p.m. on that night. I think she's only on there once, right? I'm at 3 Eastern Standard Time. So I was just going to talk about what the fundraiser is that we are participating in. We're going to do a live stream. Maybe I'll do some wrapping of Christmas presents and stuff like that. Maybe of showing you some of the things that I'm gifting to a family that we're sponsoring. Kind of go in the whole theme of fundraising, right? And charity and giving back to communities. So this charity that Valerie is in, it's with her church. They're raising money to help people in their community and surrounding communities. They provide backpacks filled with food to children at a local school in need to eat over the weekends. So these are kids that they also help during the week with lunches at the school. But this program is to give them a bag of food to take home on the weekends because they might not have access to more than maybe a meal on the weekend. So they currently feed 12 children and their families on the weekends, and they'd like to help more because apparently where she lives, the need is quite great. They provide also school supplies and gifts at Christmas time and food to the families to get them through the end of the month. They collect clothing and items and help families facing homelessness. Their mission is committee could use some help with the funding because their church, since their area is so much in need, their church's funds are already stretched thin to help the church members as well as the community. So this is an extra bonus to go towards this specific mission. I could use some help funding. These funds are not just needed at Christmas time; they are needed throughout the year. So they'll use these funds for at Christmas, but also throughout the year. Due to financing challenges, the missions depends on donations, solely on donations, and so they can help others. There's no funding available through the church because their money is already stretched too thin. So it's the link to that fundraiser. And here's the link to Valerie's channel. she is going to be doing a live stream, I think tomorrow, to talk more about the fundraiser. So here is her channel. So go also there, check her out. Also, there's all below is the whole lineup. So for next Friday, I'm planning on doing a live stream on Friday at 3:00. Iron Fire Horse, who's here, she's doing it at 10. And also, there's a thing of anybody that donates to the charity, they'll be put into a draw for a giveaway. And on one of her most recent videos, she talks about some of the things that are so far that she's collected for the giveaway. So I thought, why not share about that? Also, to get you guys to mark your calendars for next Friday, especially for, here's the lineup. So check out those channels. I'll read you the channel names. Just a second. I got to go over here to find it. Okay. So at 7 a.m. we have Candytheweeservicedog. The link is below. At 8 a.m. there'll be Gail Crabtree. That's the other lady who has been working with Valerie the past 3 years and been organizing this Black Friday charity fundraiser. And then Valerie Reese is at 9:00. And then, so basically, people will go from one channel to another channel and to another channel and travel all day and check them out as you can fit with your Black Friday shopping. At 10 a.m. is H&H with Action Gal, and 11 a.m. is Action Gal. 12 p.m. is Granny Monster. 1 p.m. is Cherish Monster. Some of these people I have not checked out their channels yet, but I will be going to those channels and supporting them. But some of them I'm already supporting, like Iron Fire Horse and Valerie and Gail and Granny Monster. 2 p.m. is Helga's Pennsylvania Cookin'. I think I'm also following her. 3 p.m. is me, Jenn in Kanata. At 4 p.m. is Gail Crabtree again. At 5 p.m. is AOK Foraging and Adventures. At 6 p.m. is Candytheweeservicedog again. I think one of them she's going to be doing a premiere of one of her videos. Another one she's doing a live stream. I'm unsure, but I think that was what was mentioned in Gail's live stream the other day. At 7 p.m. is Kyle Lusk. At 8 p.m. is AOK Foraging and Adventures. Again, they're going the second time. 9 p.m. is 420 Dean Blazing. At 10 p.m. is our Iron Fire Horse, which she's currently in my live stream, so that's awesome. And then 11 p.m. is Greg Over. And 12 p.m. is Pet Monster and Monster Chick. And 1 a.m. is Boppo Neon. So there might be more. They said anybody who wanted to also participate to contact Valerie Reese, and maybe they could fill up the beginning of the day, like 6 a.m. or later on the next day at 2 a.m. or something like that. They want to try and do it as long as possible. And but this is next Friday. So there, I read all those things. So is at work right now. I shared the link. Awesome. Yes, well, I thought I would try and do a live. I was going to try and do earlier, but life just got busy. I was been sorting clothes, and well, my girls were sorting clothes, and I went into the winter stuff and was sorting clothes, and I'm giving them away to people who can use it, and then they will give it away, whatever they can't use, to other people. So, let's see. So I'm dropping that off tomorrow. Oh, and next Thursday, tentatively, I'm going to be doing a live stream with Angie Nicholas. As we were supposed to try and get together this week, but the day that I was available and she was available, she got called in. Same with last week, she got called into work. So getting called into work, extra money, extra hours before Christmas, extra money, work comes before fun, right? Let's see. Nice prizes, and as the event unfolds, other channels add in prizes. There was random raffles throughout. Yes, so I'm going to also grab something from my stuff, and I'm going to do a giveaway of my own too. So for anybody who's just in my live stream, next Friday, I will put your names in a hat or a randomizer or whatever, and I will show you. You have to wait and see what I'm going to do for that, and then I'll have to somehow get a hold of you to contact you, get your address to send you something. That sounds like a great idea, Iron Fire Horse. My first live stream. Well, what was I thinking? I don't. Let's go big or go home, right? Iron Fire Horse, your first live stream. Let's go and do it. Big or go home. Well, I'm really liking using my computer webcam because I don't have to hold it or anything. My problem is my lighting in my room is kind of like you could see that it's the light shining onto the shelf up there. Um, but that is fun, and maybe I'll do. Let's see if you want to see over those bags with grocery bags. People, for example, for the family sponsoring, of course, candy canes. Oh, I don't know if you guys have a bunch of Dutch people in your area, but these stroop waffles, they go on top of like hot coffee or tea. They were on sale at Costco for like $5.99. Here at the Dutch store, you can get a package like this big for like $4 of them. So that's huge. I'll show you something for the girls. My girls. Some slippers. So it's a package of two. The one for one child, one for the. They have tiny feet. Actually, these are quite big for them, even though these are small. Um, Abby size 2, 3, Rowan size 4, 5, 6, and the 6 are kind of on the pushing it side. Yes, they have freakishly small feet, so they're having some slippers. Because at Christmas we do underwear, socks, PJ, slippers, toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner, bubble bath, bath bombs, um, bath stuff. Of course, also coffees and teas and hot chocolates. But hopefully not as much tea this time because last time I bought some tea, Daddy bought some tea, Santa brought some tea. My whole coffee tea shelf is just tea now. So all my coffee has had to move somewhere else. So what day? Angie, next Thursday. Next Thursday morning. That's the tentative date. Be with Angie. We're gonna go probably meet at Second Cup again because it seems to be quieter there than anywhere else, and the internet seems to be the best. Probably because there's not very many people in there using it. That's my thing. And the live stream start on those channels Friday. In case anybody else gets added to the schedule. Um, and kind of the goal is like I hope that my followers, my viewers will travel to those channels at the time and say, "Hey, I came from Jenn and Kanata," or whatever, just to give some support. You don't necessarily have to stay the whole hour or that. And the most important thing is also share the live streams and the fundraiser link um, with your friends and family to help support. I mean, $1, somebody donate $1 to support this worthwhile mission. I also in this live stream, I put a link to my local Kanata food cupboard. There's a spot there that you can donate to. That link is here because I know our Kanata food cupboard is their goal. Not their goal. Last year they supported 570 families for Christmas, and they support in total usually I think it was like something like 8,000 families throughout the year. And some of those families, excuse me, they can access the Kanata food cupboard once every 30 days, but some of these families only access the Easter hamper, back to school hamper, Thanksgiving hamper, and Christmas hamper, where money is just tight. So they don't always seem to access, and and you get people in between both things. So I'm just sending that out there too. That was good, nice warm feet. Yes, well, I get them different slippers and socks, and usually the fuzzy socks with the bumps on them for slippers, because they have really tiny feet and narrow. Those ones I've gotten them before, and they like them, but they wear out over time. Like Abby had a pair of these in January when we were in the hospital, and the 2 weeks that we were there, she wore out some of the material here, that it was getting threadbare because the floors there, even though they're um, tile or whatever, she was walking. That's all she was walking on because she was not wearing shoes. Because when we went there, we went with boots because it was January, right? We had boots and we had slippers, so those were our two options. Yes, well, yes, it's so Thursday morning. So I don't know if you guys start your Thanksgiving Thursday morning, but yeah, I guess it is your Thanksgiving because Black Friday is after that. Um, I'm going to get together with Angie, but you can check it out afterwards if you have the time. And then Friday is the live streams. I'm at 3 o'clock. Iron Fire Horse is at 10 o'clock, plus a whole bunch I listed earlier. The links are down below, so please go check them out. Share the love and support one another. Use Streamlabs, StreamYards, or just use. I'm just using the live stream from YouTube. I have not figured anything else out. I am not that techie savvy. And when I've done it with my phone, I have also done it with the live stream through YouTube. But since this computer has a web camera, it's much easier to have it, not falling off, not having to try and MacGyver things. Made it over 12 hours the first and second. See, I don't think I've made it to any of them. I don't think, but I mean, some of the channels that are listed there, I'm already subscribed to. Like I've been uh, on their channels before, so I must have just missed the fundraiser day because, well, here in Canada, yes, we have Black Friday sales, not like what you guys have, um, but it's not that crazy or that great of deals. And usually the ones where it is a decent deal, you can order the stuff online. So we tend to do that. Like last year, I got the girls, they got Google Homes for Christmas, and last year's Black Friday sale was getting the Google Homes for like $69 instead of 150 or something like that. So half price, which is a great deal. So I had picked them up then. Was this last year? Maybe the year before. One of the Black Fridays. Maybe last year. I'm trying to think. And I went into the store and I got, well, one we ordered through the store for them to deliver, and then they didn't have any more online, but they had more in the store. And I just walked in and grabbed the cards because they don't have the box, those expensive items out front. They just had like cards with the picture on them. I brought to the cash and I bought them and then walked home. I mean, that was yay. But yeah, most things that go on Black Friday sale are not things we are currently buying. So there's lots of Black Friday sales on like TVs and really expensive technology things. And no, this year, from so far, my family has not given me their Christmas list. Abby has not given me her birthday list. Um, and so far, everybody's just getting some linens and socks and underwear and pajamas and chocolate. So if they don't give me their list, it's going to be a very interesting Christmas. And the light behind you, not the perfect solution. Better have one behind the counter. Yeah, no, it was just like right there, shining. I'm like, here, better to do this. Is that a little bit better? Yeah, I know. I was trying to pop in here because Abby had fallen asleep on the couch. She's not doing so great these days. She's, her health hasn't been so good. She was at school on Monday, but not yesterday or today. So she had fallen asleep after lunch on the couch. I didn't want to disturb her, so I came into my room, which the lighting kind of sucks in here, and it's dark outside now. So because we are in Canada and winter here, watching the parade, not YouTube. Oh, I'll be sharing with you also our Santa Claus parade that we had in Kanata. Soon there'll be a video coming up for that. I was there, and you'll see the back heads of my daughters. You know, and then Santa, of course. Thinking that's what I'm gonna do then. I don't want to make it any more complicated than I have to. Yeah, no, just practice. Well, between now, maybe try between now and Friday, practice doing a live stream. It's really simple with the YouTube app, on your computer or on your phone, if and just to work out the kinks. And what I did for the thumbnail, I thought ahead this time. I'm going to do one with Angie next time. Was I went to Canva.com and I just searched YouTube thumbnails, and I used a template and just put some words and stuff on it. Made it look kind of interesting. But you can put your own pictures and all that stuff too. Figure on those lists. And then what I did was I just cut and paste from that email that Valerie sent of the schedule. No Black Friday. Macy's Day. They better get on those lists. I know. Well, this is like, just put it this way. Last year, Abby's list was very limited. It ended up with basically saying anything coconut-y, like she loves coconut flavored stuff. So either flavored stuff to eat or flavored stuff like scented stuff, like coconut bath wash and hand cream and stuff. She also liked lemongrass things, and she loved the smell of those. And what was coconut, lemongrass, something else. So basically, half of her presents for her birthday were edible. Oh, and she also she likes Japanese or Chinese, Asian snacks, especially, and she likes trying the new things. So we got her a bunch of those. Like we got a big box of Asian snacks and stuff. And then she had typical, you know, fuzzy sweater, some pants, like some clothing, because I mean, she's a teenager. Not that my I also have the only two teenage girls that don't like shopping. My kids want me to go to the store, buy them clothes, have them try on, and return whatever doesn't fit. Yeah, I did that this week when I was at Costco. I They had jeans for $14.99. These, I think they were Jordache ones. So I picked up the smallest size, which would be Rowan and or Abby. But Abby doesn't like jeans. So I picked up and I'm like, well, hopefully that will fit her. And she was supposed to try them on so that I know to return them. Because she goes, oh, they were kind of straight leg, but they weren't fully straight leg. They were straight and a little bit trimmed. Like they weren't bootlegged or anything. So sure. I don't like crazy. Nothing worth it. Well, this is the thing. I once went twice. My friend that used to live in Canada, not my best friend, my other good friend. Like we weren't quite best friends, but we were good friends. She used to the first person I used to go down to the States with shopping, which is only an hour and a half away, sometimes an hour, depending on how fast you drive, to Ogdensburg. And when the kids were smaller, twice I went down with her to do Black Friday shopping. And one day it was even on Black Friday on Thursday. It was on actual American Thanksgiving at the Walmart. It started at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. on the Thursday, and okay. Ogdensburg is not, and like we went to Ogdensburg and Messina, New York, and Syracuse. It wasn't that crazy, except for at the Walmart for the Monster High dolls at the time and stuff. But I was like seeing all these people going for like there was only 5 of something or 6 of something, and they had different things at different hours. I'm like, okay, this would be fine if I had small children because a lot of the things were like for small kids, or if I was in the need of a big TV. They had some like amazing deals of like it's like half price or less. But those are big purchases that we never buy for Christmas. If anything, we buy like something like that, it's to replace something that's broken and we just say it's for Christmas. Like I'm in the need of a vacuum cleaner because my vacuum cleaner is not sucking up as it used to. I mean, I've repaired it and that so I might be I mentioned it, I'm like, well, yeah, well, I might need a vacuum cleaner for Christmas. Ooh, yay, so exciting. But just because with 2 cats and dust and all that stuff, it just gets it's used, abused, all that stuff. Uh, well, thanks. It was just a stock photo thingy that they said. Yes, actually, it is a hoodie. So Jeff got. What's funny with this shirt? So Jeff ordered this for me. I think for my birthday. I think he gave it for my birthday, or it was after, or maybe it was Mother's Day. But it's a thin hoodie. Okay, here. And he got it through Groupon, and he paid like something like $9, and I'm like, it's not quite my style. Like it fits perfectly fine. It's just around the waist, like it goes pulls down, so it's not it covers my butt and like covers my waistband of my jeans, but it's not quite my style. But it's not bad. It's clean though. So now it's winter. We tend to keep our house at 17 to 19 degrees during the day. A long sleeve is kind of useful. Hey Google, what is 17 degrees Celsius? Okay. Hey Google, what is 19 degrees Celsius? Yeah. So we keep our house during the day between 62 and 69 degrees Fahrenheit. It goes up to 21. Hey Google, what is 21 degrees Celsius? No. Hey Google, what is 21 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? And it goes up to 69 degrees Fahrenheit around supper time until bedtime, until about 11 o'clock. And then it goes back down to 18, 19. No, I think 19. And then at like 6 o'clock in the morning goes down to 17. That way we don't have to heat up. Like we like it cool at night. And if it's cool in the morning when our alarms go off and we have to get up to go pee, and it's kind of cool, it kind of helps wake us up. And then during the day, I'm at home here by myself, if anything. So I don't mind it being cool because I'm usually warm. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the my hair. That's big. I go. I don't want to see nobody. Hello. But it's a big. It's not furry, but it's t-shirt thickness material, so it's not big fuzzy. No, my hair's all crazy. Yeah. Well, exactly. Like, I mean, I like we are a family that likes practical gifts. We like consumable gifts, like specialty foods or treats. Um, we also like practical gifts, as in things that we need. Like, for example, um, I put on my list for Santa for everybody to get new sheets because we always need new sheets, right? Sheets are expensive. So I put on my list. I want new sheets. Not that, then because I have a king size bed. The girls have twins. You know, they're not cheap, especially if you get the decent ones that don't fall apart after 2 or 3 years. So uh, that's about what ours is actually. Keep it lower at night because I don't like being hot. Well, yeah. Well, I have. So this is my fuzzy blankie, and then Jeff's fuzzy blankie is red like this. And we like that. And then we have flannel. If he gets too hot, we have flannel like top sheet he likes as well. But then sometimes his toes get cold. So then he sometimes has another. We have another little throw he likes to put on his toes. Always the first one up and turn it up. That's how you should put it when the kids ask you. Yeah, that is funny. But I was just like, it closes completely shut, and it's like a gray material on the inside. It's actually quite nice. I like it's a teal with big flowers, but the downside is being a plus size girl with the big flowers. It just makes it look kind of like a lot of big flowers. But you don't really want tiny flowers either, because then it just gets too busy. Oh yes, Scottish shortbread. Do you get like the red box that you can get at Walmart, or like the really good stuff? I make shortbread. I think, did I make shortbread last year on a video? Both. Yeah. Check out my videos, my Christmas baking. I think I did last year. If not, make a note. I'll make a note and maybe I'll record it, make it this year because my family loves shortbread. Shortbread, fudge, the candy cane cookies. Oh, also the shortbread with the red cherry in the center. But that one's what's a butter cookie? It's basically a shortbread, but it's pumped out with the machine that you pump out the cookies, the cookie press. There we go. Couldn't remember what it was called. And cherries. Those are my family's favorite. I buy it whenever I see it. I don't pick ever. But see, shortbread is so easy to make. Like there's a few recipes on my Pinterest. Here, I'll find it. And I've tried lots of shortbreads. And I'll show you the ones. Where's my Pinterest? I have it open. Oh my goodness. I have to open another tab. Pinterest, come on. There's two that I do. There's one that's a pressed one, and actually, there's two that are pressed ones, and the ingredients are just a little bit different. And there's like a normal shortbread, and then one's a pressed cookie press one. So, short. My pins. Yeah. I have traditional Scottish shortbread in here. Plus, I'll show you the. This one is I mean, oh, shoot, that one, the recipe's gone. I'll have to find another recipe for it. Here's the Scottish shortbread. The pressed one, the website is gone that had the recipe. Here's the Scottish shortbread. Cheaper to make than buy sometimes, because 2 cups of flour, half a cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup butter, quarter teaspoon baking powder, and a half teaspoon salt. Sometimes I like to put, I like to just use salted butter and still use the same amount of salt because I like a little bit of salt tang in my shortbreads. But here's the recipe. Okay. Oops. No, not there. That's not it. Just a second. I copied the wrong link. Ah! Okay, there we go. So, I mean, those are usually ingredients that you have on hand. I mean, the butter is something that people buy, but it's what I do eat a lot. I had my years of doing that, rather to make it. Well, yes, your Christmas gift to yourself. Well, there's also the Walker's. I think it's Walker's brand too. That one's a really good Scottish shortbread. And where's the other one? I had to find a different one because that one at 99recipes.co is gone. There. There we go. I'll save that one. Oh, that's breakfast on the run. Why didn't do that? Into cookies. Christmas cookies. There's my Christmas. I have a whole section for Christmas time. Is the only time I really do a lot of baking. And these ones are melt in your mouth shortbread cookies. Here's another one. These ones are ones that you can put in a cookie press. My daughter might bake for the recipes. Ah, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, I like baking. Well, I prefer cooking than baking, but at Christmas time I like baking because everybody really appreciates baking, and they make great gifts. So I have 2 friends that I share foodstuffs with. So they make cookies and or loaves or bars like I think it's called Infinity Bar. It has cranberries and coconut in it. I can't remember what it's called. Infinity, I think, or Divinity, something, or loaves. Like my friend, she makes this wonderful cranberry orange loaf. I think it's cranberry orange, and she makes me a gift basket. And I give. What's funny is she makes me a gift basket. She puts in the basket, and I make her a gift basket. I have usually I send her with my jams, or pickles or stuff that I make because we don't want more clutter, right? Every once in a while, there'll be like a cup, like a coffee mug, or one year she gave me some candlestick holders, like Christmas ones, because she knows I like Christmas. And I think one year some slippers, you know, but usually good stuff that you consume, you eat, and then you give back to jars or whatever. So what's funny is her basket stuff. she gives me, and then I have a basket I give her, and we're exchanging same baskets back and forth each year because we just fill it up. Sometimes we get new baskets because sometimes the baskets are really neat and square. Like I like the really square, so then I'll get a different one to give her. I'm like, I like this basket, but I used to give her this huge, like basket. It was almost like a not quite a Moses one, like a basket, like not one to hold like a baby, but it was round. And she's like, okay, you have to do a smaller basket because that's way too much cookies. So decadent baking and put them in gift baskets before I had my back. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I've been finding with myself is with the baking. I've done cookie exchanges. So far, none of my friends this year want to do a cookie exchange. So usually I've done cookie exchanges, and then I'll do like 10 of one recipe and then share it. But last year there was only 4 of us, I think, doing a cookie exchange. I was only doing 4, and it's fine. When you're doing cookie exchanges, some people's traditional Christmas cookies are different than yours, and they're like okay or whatever. I have a friend who one of her favorite cookies to me is kind of bland. It's just not that sweet. But then if I'm doing my decadent ones, it's kind of like my family. I don't think like for like okay, tea or coffee cookies, ones that you can dip in or hot chocolate. But I like more cookies that dip in milk. Like I like chocolate chip cookies to dip in milk, and peanut butter one. I don't see anyone at Christmas now, but used to make them for a lot of people. Well, true. So my friend that I do groceries with, she's 68. Yeah, 60, I think 67, 68. So she likes doing that type stuff, but all like she doesn't want gifts. But even with her kids, they get her like her favorite cookies or her favorite chocolate, whatever. But I like to give them to the lady I do. She gives me a ride to church every week. She is 82, and she has grown kids and stuff like that. But her kids aren't, you know, they're not big gift people. She likes receiving gifts. She's been a widower now for like I think 7 years. I think so, about 6, 7 years, maybe longer. And her husband was the one that used to do the baking. She doesn't really cook much. Her daughter right now lives with her until her tiny house is done being built, and she's gonna move out again. But she just downsized. She sold her house and she downsized to a townhouse. Um, but she likes treats that she can put out for when people come over because she doesn't bake. Like she only bakes like one cookie, and you know so she likes getting a nice assortment of cookies, especially at Christmas time when people come over and you want to give them a little treat, a little snack. Floor designer when I was young and was to get the most awesome baskets and trim, etc. Oh wow, that's awesome. Oh, sorry, am I cutting in and out? I don't know why. Maybe I'm turning things. About to start a store over here. Oh, we're getting rain here this rest of this week. So it might be melting our snow. I was just getting used to all the snow we've been having. But right now, my driveway, there's a big puddle in front of my driveway of the snow that was there that's melted and possibly turning into ice. So, but oh, Iron Fire Horse, if you ever come to Ottawa or specifically Canada, I'll take you out for lunch. Go have coffee. Maybe go have coffee and fancy desserts or something. There's like a couple of decadent chocolatey spots here. I'm being serious. You got my email. Message me whenever you're coming down. We'll make an arrangement. I'll put you in the calendar. We'll meet up. Hey, we can do a live stream. So Iron Firehorse, I know that you were saying you were financially strapped and stuff. Some days that like do you sign up for like a Christmas hamper or that for Christmas time, or do they have that in your area still? Because I know you said you used to run the program in your old area. Yeah, no, honest to God, you message me. And say anybody pops in here. If you're coming to Ottawa, message me when you're going to be here. I can meet up with you guys. Specifically if you're in Canada, because then it's less travel for me. Because I don't drive, I take the bus. So, but I'm always good to. I'll treat you to a coffee, and a treat. I've done it before, so coffee and treat's not going to break my bank. Not these days. Okay, these are really long drawstring strings. I'm gonna have to make a knot at them. Hello, hey CR, how's it going? Are you gonna go and do? I saw you respond to Valerie on her live stream. I was watching the repeat of it. I think it was her live stream or video about. Are you gonna do the Black Friday charity as well? I'm at 3:00 on next Friday, and Iron Firehorse is on at 10:00 next Friday. Nope, I didn't sign up now. I don't bother. I don't celebrate. Aw, there's somewhere to go. They are grown up. Yes, but it's the time of year where, like, for me, Christmas is special in the sense that, for myself, um, my parents divorced, right? And it was the one time a year that actually they paid attention to me. Honest to God, I'm gonna, you know what? You see my pile of gifts over there, hiding in the corner. And Rowan tried to go and try and come do her work in my room here. I'm like, no, go into your room. I'm like, no, you can't go in my room. There's presents. There's presents, and they're just out. So, for example, for the family that sponsored. So this at Costco, they're the big huge bottle. This was on sale this week for like $8 for like 4 of them. These at the store, these at dollar store, not even all these flavors of things are 3 something. I'm like, okay. I'm doing for the family I'm sponsoring. It's a 9 almost 10-year-old, a 13 almost 14-year-old boy. So the 9 10-year-old girl, a boy, and a mom and a grandma. So I'm looking for ideas that are like we're supposed to as part of the thing we're supposed to get gifts for the kids and food for the hamper and some toiletries or like bath stuff, or like laundry. So maybe for the family, but I want to give the mom and the grandma something special because I mean I'm sure they're going to use whatever. Like we're not supposed to give them enough to be their whole Christmas, but just something to put something on their tree, and hopefully that the parents have a little something extra for like the stock. Like I'm gonna also get them some stocking stuff put in their stockings and stuff like to help out. But I want to get something for the grandma and the mom that they might like, but they didn't put a list of the wish list items. I ordered um the two things for the girl, one thing for the boy, but I'm going to do also a gift card for the boy. Because he asked for headphones for the X1 box, also for laptop, the gaming headphones, as well as well, he also said pajamas, so I might get him also some pajamas too. He said pajamas or jogging pants. They gave a size. But I'm gonna do that also. I'm gonna get a gift card for the EB Games. It's a store that sells new and used video games. So I'm guessing he has an Xbox One that, and then he could go there and shop for games that he doesn't have. I couldn't do this. I love no pressure, really. Well, I hope you get better from your cold there, Tom Tom. If you have access to Buckley's cough syrup, oh my goodness, that stuff scares your cold away. Well, as I figured, I'll do some gift cards. Like, I also would like something under the tree for the parents, because I doubt that the kids, I mean, I don't know, but if money's tight that they sign up for the hamper, I doubt the kids themselves would have a lot of spending money to get something small from the dollar store for their parents, for their mom and their grandma. So I'm trying to think of something nice that they might like. So I might just make a little gift basket of like toiletry stuff, and maybe like a Christmas mug and some chocolates and stuff. They didn't say they didn't like chocolates. To get gift cards for Urban Planet or Blue Notes. Oh yes, yeah. Christmas cheer. See, my kids have never gone into either of those stores. I know they're like a teenager type centered store, but my kids, you know, they've gone into Gap. Oh, they like Old Navy, and what's that other store? They go when they go into those stores, they go straight to the clearance rack, which is usually like empties and stuff. Oh, they like Hot Topic, which has like cool T-shirts from their favorite TV shows or bands or um, music, and like they have some weird stuff too. Okay, well you gotta go. Bye, Amanda. Have a great night, and thanks for watching. I should get going soon. It's 6 o'clock. I gotta start making supper. Um, since Jeff is away, he's still in the Maritimes. He comes home on Saturday, so he will be bringing me home some lobster. So I know we're having lobster on Saturday, and probably steak for Rowan and Abby, and well, Abby will probably have some lobster, but for everybody else, because I have steak in the freezer too. Just Jeff and Rowan don't do lobster. I know, fresh lobster from Halifax. He's gonna put it on a plate. So he's been gone. So he first went to Moncton for a couple of days, and then he was in Charlottetown for 5 days, and then he's back at Halifax, and then he comes home, Ottawa, and then Kanata. But he has been for this is the longest he's been away from work. Usually it's only like a week, 7 to 10 days, maybe. This time it's 2 weeks. It's 14 days he's gone, and we're missing him. One thing I've noticed that when he's not here is we eat supper whenever we're hungry, and not right when he gets home. So he would get home about 7 o'clock, and so a couple times we've actually eaten at like 5:30, which never happens. And actually on Sunday we had left like we didn't go to my in-laws. You'll see that menu plan coming up, I think probably next the next video that will come up on, I think, Friday maybe. And we didn't go to my in-laws because my mother-in-law was just tired and she was starting to come down with a cold, so she was not feeling up to cooking. So we just stayed home since Jeff wasn't home, and Abby wasn't quite feeling great either. So we literally had fend for yourself. Literally, I had cereal for supper on Sunday because I had leftovers from the sushi spot on Sunday lunch, and we had leftovers from other things, and I was still full from lunch. So I had frosted flakes for for supper because I'm like, I don't feel like cooking because I think Rowan and Abby, I think they just had some like fruit cups and some fruit and veggies. They didn't even feel like eating either. So I'm like, okay, they were still full from lunch. I don't know. Sometimes we eat something and it just like sits there and you're like stay full. They wouldn't close, and those were the two clothing stores in our area. Ah, yes. Well, those ones are two that are popular with teenagers too. Like we just got a Blue Note in our mall. It used to be a Stitches, but now it's a Blue Note. In our Hazeldean Mall, and never. I've heard of Urban Planet, but um, we don't. I don't know if we have one. Hey Google, is there an Urban Planet in Ottawa? We have it in Gatineau, which is on the other side of the river. Oh, my last video was great. Which one was that? Was that my bread? The cranberry brie pull apart bread? Was that the last one? Sometimes it'll whip up something quick, like an omelet with leftovers. No exciting fulfilling. Well, even having that too. So like actually, that's what Rowan had. She made herself an omelet. Um, come to think of, she made herself an omelet. Abby only had fruit cups. She had fruit cup and what else? She had something else. She was not feeling very well. She was not very hungry. Like she was full, and she goes, "If I eat anymore, I'm." She was feeling nauseous. So Blue Note's closed, and yeah, one year we had Stitches. So we had Stitches here for as long as I remember. Like I think it's been like 20 some odd years. Last Christmas, it was still Stitches, but then it changed over in the springtime to Blue Notes, and I because I just noticed it because I was in the mall. It's in the part of the mall that I don't necessarily walk by often, um, but yeah, it looks like the same store. And we have Ardeen's here at another mall, at Tanger Outlet Mall. Oh, the 40 plus facts. Okay, yes, that one. Oh, that one was this morning. Because I'm tending to try and upload videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So there was one that was uploaded this morning, which was the baked brie baked. Okay, cranberry brie pull apart bread, as well as just a little showing of Rowan had made the copycat Starbucks um pumpkin spice muffins with the cream cheese filling. So, oh yes, the 40 plus X. I was like, I thought I was like, oh, there's some fun weird facts, and there's some things that I just like never even thought of. An egg and coffee diet most of the month. Oh, yes, I could do definitely a coffee diet. Eggs, I find with eggs, I have to be in the mood for eggs. Like I like breakfast. Like when we go out for breakfast, I like getting breakfast out. But then I also don't like getting breakfast out because it's one of the cheapest meals to order out. But getting it out, I'm guaranteed to have my eggs hot and the way I like it versus doing it at home. By the time I get everybody else's done, my potatoes or whatever are getting cold, and then I have hot eggs and cold potatoes. You know, it's more of like that by the time I've cooked everybody else's food, I don't really want to eat mine. I'm just weird. I just pull them here, just getting it into me. See, I like to enjoy my food. Sometimes it's about sustenance. Like this past week with Jeff not here, and the kid's not here during the day or whatever lunchtime. Lunchtime has just been grabbing something sustenance and shoving it in my mouth, and like or whatever leftovers. Because I'm like, I am not going to go and try and make something special just for myself, and then have the leftovers all week. Because there's not Jeff going to be home. The girls might not necessarily like what I make, so it's. But then other times, like as I said, Sunday I just wanted something in my stomach. I'm like, I'll have cereal. I don't feel like cooking. That'll. I haven't had a bowl of cereal in like a month, so excuse me. So did that, and then we had like it's not that we don't have food in the house, but just didn't feel like cooking. And the leftovers, that was the thing. We had some leftover meat that I just had too much of it, and I'm like, I need a day off of the leftovers. If I don't have money, so I cover the exact things I need to survive. True, true. Right, per meal, 5 coffees a day. Well, yeah. So the eggs, um, dollar for dollar is your best price for protein. Like you can get a dozen eggs for $2.27 here in Ottawa, um, or 2.5 dozen eggs for about $6, and um, that's the big flat of eggs. But you need more than just an egg. You need, I think, some carbs and some vegetables to go with the egg. But if you just boil them, boiled eggs are kind of they're okay. They're a great snack, but I need something else. Hey, Peace Breath, how's it going? What grocery stores are in your area, Iron Fire Horse? Just curious. Thing. Well, yeah. So yeah, that does sound very without the carbs, very keto friendly. Um, and probably also help you lose weight if that's what your goal. What I'm going to be doing, I got another of the Trim Healthy Mama books, and I'm going to get back into it because I noticed over the years my weight has crept back again. I used to do Trim Healthy Mama just before I started YouTube, and I was doing it on YouTube, but then health issues, family issues, as those who've been here since the beginning there have seen over the years of how stuff has come up and life has just gotten busy. And with Trim Healthy Mama, it was a lot more brain function than I had. My brain function has been solely on Abby's health the last year and a bit, and before that, other health things with her, and as well as with Rowan because we had Rowan broken her arm and and allergies and stuff like that. So, but I'm hoping to go back and doing some meals, Lartrum Healthy Mama, going back into slowly, and then more full force again in January because I really want to enjoy Christmas the way I like Christmas. So might get a sugar high and a sugar headache, but it'll be fine. Made an omelet with hard-boiled egg inside. So you made an omelet and then put a hard-boiled egg inside it? That's interesting. I do crock pot with meat and root vegetables in between. Okay. Learn to eat before jumping. Well, CR, you know for a fact, my live streams we're always talking about food. Whether I'm eating food or drinking coffee or we're talking about meals. Most of my videos, if you look back on them, most of them revolve around food. So yeah. Like what time is it where you are? It's about 3, is it? I don't eat much bread and nothing processed because of your allergies. Very true, true. What grocery stores are in your area there, Iron Firehorse? I have the cash and bulk burn has a good sale on. Quinoa pasta, I grab it. Oh, okay. Well, yes, there's always coffee. And I still have, so I have coffee from 2 years ago, the beans in mason jars in my cupboard. I still have my eggnog. It's that time of year I got for years ago for Christmas. I've just sparingly used it to stretch it as far as possible. I have my candy cane coffee and my eggnog coffee and my pumpkin spice coffee and then regular coffee. So what I do is like I do half of the flavored coffee and half of the Kirkland brand coffee. No frills, but it's dirty and small and a lot of rotting stuff. Uh, do you have a Dollarama in your area? So you just have a no frills. You have a bulk burn. Do you have a food six? So puppy's breath. What you missed was if you look in the description below, there's a list of the channels that are participating next Friday for the live stream thing for the fundraiser for charity for this for Valerie's charity for to make basically her church is making bags for kids to take home that are filled with food on the weekends. So they support currently 12 families like this at the local school, and they want to increase it to more. And all the money that they do is from their own personal fundraising for this program. And that's that thing. I also put the link further down below for our local Kanata food cupboard because they're supporting 570 families last year for Christmas, and I know for a fact that there's been new families being added to uh, our area that they're expecting to be closer to 600 this year because it's just been get like our the amount of families that we supported this year so far compared to last year, like even month to month, like they count the families just like by numbers, and they can only access us once every 30 days, so you know it's not twice in that same month. Um, the numbers haven't been increasing like since last year, like this, like 2019. We've had pretty much booked evenings. Like I think there's like 13 or 16 slots per night. Um, and we're always between 10 and 16. There's very rarely been times where there's been less than that. So, have you been here all along? Maybe I missed you saying hi in the beginning. Or you were just quiet. Oh, I'm sorry, puppy's breath. Sorry, Rosie, I missed you. I think just everybody's uh, louder. Is it louder in the talking? I don't know. Oh, sorry. Sorry I missed you. Well, hi, kiss, kiss. As I'm just playing with my. Okay. This is really distracting. They're very long. Yeah, you're louder. Like, can it be louder in print? So, but that being said, to aw, thanks, Rosie. Well, I will definitely make sure I wear another live stream since this is like the first time somebody's commented on my outfit. I mean, not the first time. One of the few times. Use all the caps. Very true. So that's power. Okay. Here you know for sure, Puffy. Yes, definitely do. I just love when my channel actually has a chat that's actually chatting. I have to take off. Take care. Okay, bye, CR. Cool outfit. Thanks. I really appreciate it. I'm not used to compliments. So I will see you next time. I should have another video coming out on Friday. Next Thursday, planning on live stream with Angie. And then next Friday at 3 p.m., the live stream with the Black Friday charity live stream. So also check out the schedule below, write them down, share, make friends, sign up. So don't want to miss them, and go and support them and say, hey, came from my channel, or came from whatever channel you want to say you came from. It's all good. Oh, that's my ringtone. Oh, I gotta let you go. Bye. Oh.